This is Tim Black, obviously host of the Tim Black Show. He's got a very successful YouTube channel. There's some elephants in the room, so I'll just say, I don't know, like a month ago, I was in a bad mood. I did a video, one video. I honestly mistakenly mentioned him, whatever. I apologize.
Yes, you did. Yes,
I apologize to you for that. Tim does a lot of great work on not only the corporate Democratic establishment, but a lot of things that guy was just saying.
Absolutely, bro. That's how I got started. That's how I got started, Jordan. Exactly, man. I was talking about police encounters with civilians. We're talking about with Flint issue that you went out on. I wish I could have went out on it. These types of social impact issues were my bread and butter. But it was my viewers, man, Jordan, they told me about Bernie Sanders. They told me to get involved in politics. It wasn't really my thing, you know? And I started looking into it. That's how I got into politics. Bernie Sanders kind of brought me in, but I was already doing my thing before that. Because I'm just concerned, just like you, anyone else, about what's happening in our society, what's happening to disenfranchised people, poor people who just need a voice. So that was what I was doing. But look, like you said, man, I'm glad to be here, man. Glad to put some things behind us and move forward, bro.
I want to ask you because I saw you going around during Bernie's speech. We're all doing live streams and stuff. And I don't know, for me, I try to take my emotions out of it, but I was kind of moved.
Yeah.
And I saw you obviously there's been a deflatement the last few months in the progressive movement, a lot of infighting, a lot of this, a lot of that. But I see people really reinvigorated this weekend.
Right.
What do you see?
I see the same thing, man. You know, I'm really encouraged by all the the energy of everyone here. And what's kind of pissing me off right now are the people that aren't here who have a lot to say about the people that are here. You'd have to be here to know that I'm like networking. How many people I met? So many people I met. People positive people, in districts you don't even know about that I don't know about. How am I going to meet those people if I don't come to summits like this? So they're telling me Soros is bankrolling it. That's the talk, right? Well, shit, dude, I couldn't even get a bottled water yesterday. I was here 12 hours, so Soros is effing up, right? No, he's fucking up. This is TYT. He's fucking up if that's okay. So here's the thing. The bottom line is, look, if you're not here, you don't know what's going on. What's going on is great people have come together. We have something in common. We're progressive. We want to fight back the criminal justice system. We want to end fracking. We want to stop interventionist wars. These are all people that share the same common core beliefs. So I appreciate that. I'm glad to be here. I wish people would join in.
No, but I think what's really powerful is I never heard of this, not you, the guy before him, Anthony Clark. I never heard of him. I would have never met him if I wasn't here. That man, I'm not blowing smoke, that man could be the governor of Illinois.
Damn good.
I mean, that guy has got some fucking spirit.
He can at least be the mayor of Chicago, right?
Well, the Mr. Clean should be the mayor of Chicago. But I wanted to ask you because we're seeing, you cover it a lot, I cover it a lot, but we're seeing in reaction to losing to an orange Oompa Loompa, the corporate Democratic establishment, we don't need to change. Let's just focus on Russia. We're seeing it. I even see it on Twitter while I'm here this weekend, kind of some of the establishment folks mocking and this and that. Are they ever going to learn? Does it even matter at this point?
Dude, I think you know what? A hard head, a soft ass beats a hard head, right? So if you won't listen, maybe their elves will teach you. I don't care what sport team you into, right? The Redskins were horrible. They're still pretty bad. But we kept losing. So I guess they got to lose to win. You know, my only fear is that there is a little bit to gain in being a loser because look at the amount of money that they've raised in 2017. It matches what they raised in 2015. So I think the Trump and the Russia's kind of paying off. But if we get back to the issues like former Senator Nina Turner, your friend, my friend, like she says, we need to focus on things that matter to the people. Hopefully they'll see that that's the way forward. I hope.
Yeah.
But if not, hey, we got other parties, Draft Bernie Party, People's Independent Party, Green Party. I support people in that party.
Yeah. And I think what's important, obviously this conference focuses a lot on the political revolution. We also got to focus on the media revolution, right? Listen, it's not about me or the Young Turks, but if in Standing Rock, for example, if there was not independent media there, people would have died. People would have died. If there's not independent media in Flint, the nation will think it's okay. The things are better in Flint. If there's not independent media to call out the corporate stooges putting on makeup and calling themselves journalists, then the oligarchy just continues into perpetuity. So I think whether it's me, you, Young Turks, Democracy Now!, Kyle Kulinski, name your pick. People need to support us, even if you can't financially, watch, share, all that, because the only way to drown out propaganda is to figuratively punch them in the fucking face.
Absolutely, man. And one thing I say is, if you're in independent media, stay, right? So this is year 5 for me, right? So people are like, oh, Tim's sitting with TYT, sitting with Jordan. Well, you know what? It took 5 years to build to 100 grand strong, right? So I met some great people, great messages, passionate. They thought it was going to happen in 6 months. They thought it was going to happen in a year. No, dude, you got to keep going. So that's the only thing I want to say to independent media. Stay in it. You be dedicated, be committed. Just keep going. It will start to open up.
Let me tell you something. Before I was with the Young Turks, I was about to get out of journalism, go sell my soul, work in PR or something. I was miserable. I was in one dead-end corporate media job after another for about 8 years. So it does not happen overnight. Sometimes you need a little luck, but you do need persistence.
Yes.
When people ask, how do you do it? Yeah, networking, but you got to be persistent, and also you got to be true to who you are. I never changed my tone to try to get a job. I never changed my tone to try to appease somebody who could pay me something.
Here's the saying, man. The dog you bring home is the dog you got to feed. So when you attract the audience by that bullshit, you got to continue to do it. And it's like a job then. It's like a job you hate to go to because now, and you created that job. So always stay true to your guns. Always stay true to your ethics. That's the way I do it. Even if people disagree, they know you're sincere. And that's kind of what gets me by, because even when people say, I don't know about Tim, but they know I believe that thing. Whatever that thing is, I really believe in it because I have no reason to lie to you. And that's the trust, the relationship. So independent media, we got to expand, we got to grow. I bring on new people, so sort of like I work with Lee Camp in a way. So like if I bring someone on like Chase Iron Eyes, he brings them on. And hopefully we can kind of extend that to you as well. We kind of you just interviewed Anthony Clark, great guy. I interviewed him 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So the same type of thing. We just keep recycling great people and putting them through the system, sort of like the networks do. You see people make the rounds; they can make the rounds on independent media.
Absolutely.
My brother.
Tell them, where do people watch you?
They watch me on YouTube. TBTV.com is where you go. TimBlackTV.com. I got a show like 6 days a week. I'm crazy numbers. Find me on Twitter at Real Tim Black. And like I always say, don't you let nobody take your cornbread. We're going to get Jordan some cornbread, y'all. My man, thank you, brother.
Thanks, brother.
All right.